How about a bumper sandwich, booger lips?
One thing about living in Santa Carla I never could stomach. All the damn vampires. Shut up!
When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk here.
I don't know what the hell's in there. It's weird and pissed off, whatever it is.
Jason's alive. He killed my friend, now he's coming for me.
Look at me, Damien. It's all for you.
Bastards! Why are you torturing me like this? Why?
Well, I'll tell you. Nobody handles garbage better than we do.
Okay, everybody froze. So are we good? Everybody there? Wave.
Yeah, I'm here.
We're still here.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
3, 2.
Oh God. Just start the show, Pete.
Well, I will. Welcome to Give Me. Welcome. God damn it. Here we go. Welcome back to Give Me Back My Horror Movies. I am your host tonight. My name is Pete. With me, as always, Charlie, the man, the myth, the legend. Hello, sir.
I love baskets.
Nate, back in action on the show. Hello, Nate. How are you?
I love singing.
And my dearest of all podcasting friends, Anna, how are you, my darling?
Hello, Pete. I'm so happy to be back with y'all.
You and I, it's you and me today.
Yes, I'm very excited. I love this movie. I love it.
We certainly do. So let's. Can I hit mute on the other two guys? I think I can. Here, it's just you and I can just
why
talk.
would you need to
I'm
hit mute on
Switzerland.
us? I ain't got to
right.
say anything.
All right. So it's finally my birthday month, and I, for whatever reason, they let me pick two more movies after Vampires. I thought for sure I would be banned until next February, if not the following February.
I forgot you had birthday picks. That's why I gave you the September Vampires, and I regret it, sir.
I know. Yes, you do.
I was not at fault for this.
All those memes, though, Nate, that you've been rolling out for Charlie and Vampires have been gold. Gold.
One poster has gotten a lot of legs. A lot of legs for promotional material.
No kidding.
Sure. I was like, well, he's going to drop this episode. We're going to get one post, and that's it. But
he has pushed it, and I think most of the listeners think I'm black now. So that's pretty much every meme. I'm the black guy. So, okay, I'm good with it.
All right. Well,
exactly. It's like he's not. You're not. It's the blinking meme. I keep sitting everywhere. Wait, he's black?
I'm colorblind.
He's not saying that in the woke verse either. He's just he's just freaking colorblind.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm
I don't
like
see
Donkey.
color. Seriously, I don't fucking see any color.
Don't see color, right?
All right, we've been too much on that.
I know. That was a long. What, Nate, are you eating Sour Patch Kids again? You have an addiction that needs to stop.
I love them. They're so
It's the same Sour Patch Kids from the other night.
Oh, was it?
It was the same.
It's making them stretch.
Great.
Making them
Anyway,
stretch.
so no one can see that. No one cares. It is my birthday, but I get two picks this birthday month. The first pick here is 1973, The Wicker Man, the classic with Sir Christopher Lee and a whole bunch of other people, including Ingrid Pitt. How I love you.
The librarian.
Anyway,
I had to Google who she was.
Are you kidding me? Ingrid Pitt?
Because the name sounded familiar.
Mm-hmm.
And then I looked her up.
The foul temptress that Charlie was talking about, Britt Eklund.
Yeah. Britt Eklund.
She could pound on my wall. That's all I'm saying.
She was married to Peter Sellers and Rod Stewart at one time at separate occations.
I was going to say together or separately.
Hey, Rod
That's
Stewart's
crazy.
a weirdo. He might be okay with that. Anyways, a bunch of British actors that we probably don't really know, but are accomplished in their own right. There's one guy I'd like to point out a little later on that we've all seen in a couple of films. But outside of that, let's hit a trailer and then talk about our first encounters with the Wicker Man.
Yeah, there's a trailer, Pete.
I know
Yay.
it's in English.
How much
Look,
singing's in the trailer?
Look, I hear what you say every time I pick a movie. It's not
Oh.
in English, or there isn't a trailer. Just play the damn trailer, Charlie.
Oh, okay.
I have come here from the mainland to investigate the disappearance of a young girl, Rowan Morrison. That's her name? You know her?
No, never seen her before.
You suspect foul play? I suspect murder.
We don't commit murder up here. We're a deeply religious people.
Where is Rowan Morrison?
Take the flame inside you, burn and burn below. Fire seed and fire bees and make the baby grow.
You wouldn't want to be around here on 80. Not the way you feel.
Where is Rowan Morrison?
It is time to keep your appointment with the Wicker Man.
Hail the Queen of the May! Hail, Queen of the May!
You simply never understand the true nature of sacrifice.
Take the flame inside you, burn and burn belay. Fire seed and fire feed and make the baby stay.
Oh, shivers.
That was a
The
good
Sound
trailer.
of Music has a very weird trailer.
Shut up, Nate.
Exactly. Where's the Nazis?
So this movie is a perfect example of horror being horrific and not visceral. There's almost no gore in this. There's maybe one or two little bitty jump scares, but there's no what you would think is a traditional 1980s horror movie. There's no sickles. There's no blood fountains. There's nothing like that.
There is a
go ahead, Nate.
horrific jar of foreskins.
There
I mean,
is.
that's pretty
Absolutely
scary.
is. It's pretty gross.
Where does someone get a whole
But-
mason jar of foreskins?
It's been collected over the years, you dummy.
Yeah, but like, who's giving away their foreskins to the person with a mason jar?
That's part of their religion. They circumcise their men, and they collect them for whatever reasons they use. So I feel like I don't want to do a whole lot of explaining, because I feel like you two ding dongs are going to be like, why do they do that? Anyway, I have promised.
We have been attacked.
I know. We're being
I am
attacked.
on the
We haven't
defense
even gotten
of
to
the
say
both of you,
anything.
because I think you sons of bitches are going to tear this thing apart, because it's slow and it's beautiful.
You picked it. You
I know I picked
it. And
I know I picked it.
immediately went, you two bastards are going to hate it.
I know
You're
you
going to
are.
hate it so bad. I'm like, I haven't even seen it yet.
to the ghost of the Lord of
If I may, Nate challenged me earlier to have a limerick ready for the show, and I
know
have
what a limerick is.
I have written 2 limericks, and Jody has written one also. So
Hell yeah.
So there's what, 3 limericks coming at me?
Drop a beat, Pete.
Wow. All right, let's do this one first. Okay. The Wicker Man is tonight's movie, and of course, you can find it on Tubi. The director's cut you can find streaming on the library's dime, uncut and with all the butts and boobies. The director's
Was
cut
that
is
the
on-
sea shanty?
That-
Is that
Now, the
because they
second
do a
one
lot
I
of
have-
shanties in this movie?
When Pete gets a movie selection, it's typically met with objection. But he picked The Wicker Man. We thought, surely it's our jam. But we ended up instead with an erection. Oh, that was because it's a very
Was that
horny
Jody's?
movie. No, that was mine. These are not landing as I had hoped they would.
This is a horny movie in the way that, like, in 4th grade, you find a National Geographic magazine.
All right. This is Jody, so you have to laugh at this one.
Okay.
Okay.
There once was a man made of sticks. it got toasty in there rather quick. The Wicker Man's a frightening movie. Pete probably chose it because of the boobies. But wow, that's a whole lot of dicks. That was Jody's. So,
okay, was there even one?
I think she's talking about the jar of foreskins.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think that might be it. Yeah.
So clearly, we know who the talented one of the family is.
Oh.
Anyway, Wicker Man, 1973. This is with Sir Christopher Lee, not the dumbass one with Nick Cage. Nate and Charlie, I believe this is your first time watch, correct?
It is.
Wow.
Yeah, it's for either. I've not seen
right.
the Cage
right.
one
Now it's hard to
either.
avoid that final scene that's in all of the classic 1,000 movies you need to see before you die. That final scene with Christopher Lee in front of the Wicker Man as it burns, that is something that you can't avoid anymore, sadly.
Yeah,
so
that was probably the only downer to seeing this was I knew how it ended.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm even more confused why Nicolas Cage yelled about the bees. So,
right.
I have no context to any of this.
Like Pete said, I think I realized because I thought it's like maybe I've seen this, and then as I was watching, I was like, no, I definitely have not. I've only seen the ending from one of those documentaries, TV shows, who knows, whatever it is, on horror.
In Search of
general.
Darkness, it's on there. Yeah,
like they're gonna show you the ending to the Wicker Man, so that takes
shocking
away
endings of a movie, a
the
horror
punch.
movie all time.
Yeah, exactly.
Most influential films too, because this is a very influential British film.
Agreed.
No, I've also never seen all of the Nick Cage one. I own it, and I have joked that I was going to watch it beforehand, and still haven't.
No, you're not.
I'm fairly certain they used the same script as the original movie. I'm fairly certain they did.
They switch it up a little bit.
Do they?
Yeah. If I'm remembering correctly.
That the original
I
writer
haven't seen it.
Written by credits.
Well, there's no bees in this movie, so they changed something.
There's
I
no
know,
bees.
right? There you go.
There's no, being in a bear suit and punching a bunch of women.
Right.
If anything, it's just an angry cop just going around yelling at people. They're like, well, we didn't do anything to you, mister.
Pretty much. Yep.
I want the sack this guy has in this movie to not have a gun, to not have a set of handcuffs, just the sheer power of the law.
The law.
Behind
The law.
I'm the law. And I'm just like, the gonads on this dude. I was impressed. I was like, go, bro.
I don't know. The movie ended, and I went, all that for some apples? Like, this is like, really? I'm taking the things a bit too far for some apples.
Okay, we'll talk about that later. Anna,
that's fine.
What is your what is your history with this fabulous movie?
So I actually saw the Nick Cage one first back when I was in high school, and we went to see it. I didn't even really have a desire to see it, but my mom loved the original, so she wanted to go see it. And I remember she was so pissed at the end of that movie. And then she was like, we're going home and we're watching the original. And so I've loved it ever since then. I'm like, man, this is a lot better movie. And she loved, like, she was born in 52. So like all those early horror movies, she like really kept close to her heart. And this was one of them.
Beautiful. I saw this probably 20 years ago. And it might be the first movie I saw with a downer of an ending. I had most endings of most films don't end this. I don't want to say abruptly, but on like the villains win.
Yeah.
As spoilery as we're going.
They might not win depending on how next season's crops go.
It also depends on who you think the hero is.
That I was going to say. There's really not a protagonist antagonist in this movie.
Right.
Yeah.
There are two sides of, I suppose, a coin.
I'll have to go that way.
But
two
religions. This one shocked me at the end. Now, I had also seen those pictures even 20 years ago. But I didn't know that it ended. I thought for sure the cavalry was going to come in or a storm was going to come through and rain on the Wicker Man to potentially, or like a storm was rolling through, or there was an out for Colonel Howe or Colonel Sergeant Howie. To get out, but there was no backing out. He he done burned up in the Wicker Man at the end of this movie.
So you thought you were going to get the ending the studio actually wanted for this movie.
When I first saw it, I was just waiting for the cops to come in at the end and save him, and
because
it didn't happen.
both of those versions was what the studio wanted.
Mm-hmm.
They said the cops either need to show up or it needs to rain, and God intervened and saved him.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah,
I did that.
The director's like, no. And then there was a panned sequel that would have relied on the Calvary coming and saving him, but it never happened. And then was also the director going, I killed him. How are you going to retcon a crispy dude in the Wicker Man?
In Hollywood, we can bring anyone back, baby. Somehow, the Emperor is back.
The Emperor is back.
Yeah.
There was a movie called The Wicker Tree that was shot in 2005, I think, and Christopher Lee was in it. And it's, from all I've read and some of the trailers I've seen, it doesn't look very good. It's supposed to happen immediately after The Wicker Man is done, and of course that's 40 years later ish. And it's just
Christopher Lee is only a bit part. He plays old man in it
because he was an old man, and I think he had a back problem at the time, and he just couldn't perform.
He had a back problem, and I think he had obligations, so he couldn't be there the full time of filming. So Charlie actually dug into some of the trivia and stuff
of
about
all the
this
things,
movie.
Charlie, that I make fun of you for. You are always very good at doing some research. So
I do diligence.
Oh yeah, agreed.
And it's not going to go in Pete's favor in a minute when I get a chance. To argue something with him that I argued about last night.
I know.
That Pete now has 2 Xbox achievements on this show. The first one was first time to show porn or to talk about porn on the podcast with vampires.
Vampires was definitely softcore porn, sure.
And now, first musical on the podcast.
Yeah, I know. That's why, because Pete hates musicals. And
I do not hate musicals.
You hate musicals. I remember the certain episode on Good Beer Bad Movie Night about Anna and the apocalypse and how you kept talking about how much you hate musicals and you can't stand them.
I think you're right.
I remember that. I don't remember hating musicals.
But I found an interesting piece of trivia in my reading because I messaged Pete going, is this a fucking musical? And he's like, no, but there's music in it. According to Seamus Flannery, in a subsequent documentary, director Robin Hardy surprised the cast by suddenly announcing midway through they were making a musical.
I was also surprising the podcast cast that this is a musical.
If this wasn't your fucking birthday, that's all I'm gonna
I know, right? Because also, I was like, are hippies supposed to be scary? And that's why everything was so haunting for the 70s. It's really just bad music. And even the songs about the egg and the bird, I'm like, ooh, I get it. Fertility. So scary.
But to Christians and to the other side of that, it was scary.
Okay.
If you are a devout Christian, especially in the 70s, this movie is terrifying. It's much like The
It's
Exorcist,
right after Counterculture,
where The Exorcist scared the fuck out of Catholics because it was a demon that had invaded a Christian girl's body, and the Catholics were terrified. The Pope denounced The Exorcist. This was a similar film that just thumbed its nose at Christianity in general.
Is this the same Pope that refused to fly to Kansas?
Yes. God damn it, Nate.
I just want to make sure that it's the same Pope.
It might be the Pope after. I'm not.
Yeah, one of the popes decided that Kansas.
We go through popes.
We were allowed to visit again.
Yeah.
But one thing that I did find extremely interesting was once it finally got into that Christian pagan fight. But then the guy is also using Christianity to the law, because at that time there were actual laws supporting defending anything that was like anti-Christian. Like if you're anti-Christian, we can put you in jail if you're acting like it was like a decency type
If
thing.
you were a homosexual, you would be thrown in jail.
Yeah. So
probably before like separation of church and state too.
I think, plus this is also England, so we can't even put like America's timeline on it. So watching that, I was like, that right at the bar scene after the stupid song that I was super uncomfortable with.
Oh, the landlord's daughter,
the innkeeper's daughter. Not when it's 70 and 80-year-old men singing about a girl that might be 20.
Oh, come on.
Okay. And she's
like,
right there the whole time too. Like
loving it.
I can hear you guys.
Oh, she gets into it, which is the only thing that's kind of like, okay, I'm fine with that. But it was after that. That's when he really gets Christian on him. And I was like, okay, I'm digging where this is going. But Pete, I'm going to put you at ease just a little bit. The second Christopher Lee shows up in this movie, I am 1,000% in.
Beautiful.
That head of hair on that man that I have never seen in my life. The way he is so nonchalant about his religion versus Christianity, because the guy's like, oh, so you think women can magically have babies without intercourse? And he goes, yeah, you believe in how Jesus was born with Mary because she was a virgin. And the dude stops cold. And he's like, what about my God? He goes, your God's dead. I'm like, shit.
Christopher Lee is pretty awesome.
So much confidence, and just like you said, at ease. Like he's like, this is just how it is.
Love every scene with Christopher Lee in this movie. And I like Howie. I think this is a hell of an actor. Hell of an actor.
What?
Yeah.
He just said that like 100 times. WHOT. What?
What? He's like Stewie on Family Guy. Say,
yeah.
Will Wheaton. But no,
Lord Summer Isle is a hell of a character
oh, God.
in this movie.
Literally the story almost everything up to the end. I'm into this story. Like I am like digging it. I'm like, yeah, okay. I never felt bored at all. Seriously,
there isn't a single second wasted on
there's
film.
not. Honestly, the only thing that put me off was not being prepared that it was kind of a musical. I kind of wish I'd known that, so that it wasn't like, the fuck am I seeing?
How was that not mentioned in literally anything I've ever seen on the Wicker Man? Though it's like no one seems to mention.
Not important. It's just part of the story. It's not.
They
important.
just keep singing.
Yeah. What's for fuck's sake? Yes, music is important. It's important to religion, especially your religion. It's incredibly important.
I'm a heathen though, so I'm not the target audience of
but you love
this
your
is scary.
Metal, and death metal gets you going, gets you juiced every single day, and this is the same thing for religion.
Okay.
It's something that keeps you moving forward. It's something that you can focus on.
I think the difference for me was, and I agree with you, Pete. I think the music's very important, and the message they're saying. I think it's the length that they literally sing the entire songs.
Yeah.
In the
we talk about, Turbulence 3 having a music video. This one has 7 music videos in it. It just happens to be the music video is out in green pastures.
But they're all important. Like the Maypole one describes their religion front to back, top to bottom.
I'll give you that.
It describes exactly. Yeah, it describes their belief in religion. So you got a bird on the branch on the tree, and tree down in the valley, yo, roll rat and bog down in the valley, yo. Anybody know that one? Nope. Anyway,
no, because every time they start to sing, I internally groan.
Part of those lyrics are the man and the woman get together, the gravestone happens, a tree grows, and the cycle begins again.
Yeah,
that's what they believe in. When you go through the graveyard, there's a tree planted on every single gravestone, symbolizing or literally being, depending upon how their religion actually works, whether there's magic involved or not, it's part of the life cycle where you are born, you die, you become a tree, become part of the earth and the surroundings.
Instead of resurrection, it's a rebirth is basically what it kind of comes down.
That's exactly what they say.
I was like the religion aspect of this, totally down for. Like I was in it. I was really enthralled with it, and it made a lot of sense. And it's the clash between him and Howie. Literally,
Mhm.
the only thing that caught me off guard was there was a lot of the musical aspect of it. And if I had known, I could have at least like prepared myself. But dude, I'm needling in on that one little aspect right now because honestly, I kind of dug this movie, except the end. And that's
Really?
we'll get to there,
Okay,
but oh yeah. And you know what? Screw it. We can jump into it right now because there's enough to talk about here. Anna, what you said earlier about your mom seeing this and where she was brought up into when these movies were kind of first coming out, I think that's the disconnect. I'm so overwhelmed with everything I've ever seen that is influenced by these movies that by the time I
Exactly.
watch these movies, I'm like, I already know what's going on. I am not shocked. I am not horrified. It felt, by the time the ending of the movie happened, I kind of felt like I watched a documentary, but it was acted out instead of being like an actual thing that happened. And I was never like this dreading or foreboding or anything. I had already seen the ending, like we've all said, because it's been spoiled a million times over. And I've seen this movie, just not this movie. You know what I mean? Like,
I
so
know
many
exactly
things.
what you're talking about because
Yeah.
this movie's 51 years old. I've had the ending spoiled for probably the past 25 years,
Easily.
Whatever. Even especially after that remake came out. So there was no tension in the movie for me whatsoever because I've seen this movie be done throughout the years differently. The most obvious, blatant, I don't want to say rip off, but like Midsummer.
I know. I wore the shirt tonight.
That's the one that everyone's like, "Oh, Midsummer is just Wicker Man, right?" Like that's
It really is with an extra hour tacked on to the runtime.
There you go. That's 100%. Yeah.
I mean,
now a pro to this movie is it's only 90 minutes long. A con to this movie is it's only 90 minutes long because it does kind of rush to get to its conclusion relatively quickly, and there's no through the modern lens. That suspension. Because as I'm watching, I'm like, this is literally Hot Fuzz. Like, I did not realize how much Hot Fuzz took the cult storyline, but took it and improved upon it and just like fleshed it out better. This one felt pretty flimsy, but I get it for 1973. It's something that has been done before.
I had that exact epiphany. I'm watching it going, I've seen this recently. What have I seen this in? And I was like, this is Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
Then I looked up Hot Fuzz. Sergeant Howie is in Hot Fuzz.
He's Tom.
He sure is.
He is Christopher Lee's character-ish in Hot Fuzz.
Didn't Edgar Wright do that?
Yes. Edgar Wright did it.
But he's
and
British. Yeah.
I had, but because I'd never seen Wicker Man, I had no idea
didn't
that's
make
what
that
I was.
connection.
I didn't until I watched Wicker Man. So again, the dread and foreboding, had I had seen Wicker Man before I saw anything else, I bet it would have been there. But because I've watched it after I've been inundated with everything else out there, I went, okay, this is where it all come from, or parts of it, not everything. This isn't slasher.
It's kind of cool to see the origins. Now, another thing too, I had read this was the second best horror movie from the 70s, with The Exorcist being number one. And I'm just like, man, I understand why The Exorcist has like a more creepy vibe to it than what I thought with this movie.
It's a lot more visceral. There was a lot more violence. It was legit scary. It wasn't
shocking.
It wasn't horrific. It was shocking and terrifying.
And this movie too,
horrific.
this movie's like horror in the daylight as well, which is something that wasn't really seen a lot. Like even The Exorcist, most of it takes place at night.
And I get that.
And in a single
daytime,
room.
Like it just, I don't know. Like
not in a beautiful landscape.
Never really.
Well, we're supposed to feel safe in the daytime.
So let me ask this: it's good if you didn't like this because you've seen it before. How on earth are you ever enjoy any old movies ever again?
That's why I don't watch them.
I was gonna say at some point you don't.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not being blunt to be a dick. I was actually thinking this today, and I was like, "There's a reason we make the joke Charlie doesn't watch anything other than the 80s and 90s movies." And it's because I've already seen it either redone better or everyone's already copied it. So there's nothing new to view except to see the original. And I'm glad I watched The Wicker Man. Don't get, please don't get this twisted that Charlie is shitting on this movie. I thoroughly did enjoy watching this, and I'm glad I saw it. But the beauty of sometimes the movies Pete brings on is it's not just us doing dick and fart jokes. We can actually talk about the movie and
fart jokes
and dig into it a little bit more in depth. And I was really struggling with it because at the end of the thing, I went, I like this movie. God, the acting was phenomenal.
Yeah.
The ending didn't land, and I will probably never watch this movie again, but I will recommend it to people.
Yeah.
That's
literally where I was feeling, because I was like,
Yeah.
the Wicker Man himself looks awesome. The
Oh,
best
it's
that I could
awesome.
equate to it in my head, I'm not a big Halloween 1 fan, but I love Friday the 13th because I saw Friday the 13th first. So then when I saw Halloween, I went, this is not Friday the 13th. It's
Right.
the same thing. Like, I'm watching this going, well,
Yeah.
I'd rather watch The
You like
Sacrament
both of
or
them.
watch Hot Fuzz.
I had that almost same
Sacrament.
thought, Nate, except I don't like the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I prefer the remake or even the other movies.
That remake
I
hit so
saw
hard.
the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre when I was younger, and I had also the epiphany that I absolutely love the Omen, which is 1970s horror.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that from a modern lens, it could be seen as quite boring, cheesy acting because it's so
a lot
over
of
the top.
talking. It's a
Well,
lot
it's
of
classy
walking.
horror too, because you had Gregory Peck and Lee Remick.
Exactly. And
Well, we had
that's
it happen
what
to us. With
this was hitting me
Amityville.
with. Yeah.
Amityville fell completely flat on us, and it's
not
because
a
it
great
was
film.
built. Well, it's not, but it was also we were remembering it to be something completely different.
We remember
than
it to be this
actually
completely
was.
terrifying haunted house ride. And I guess I was expecting super creepy cult. Instead, I was like, oh, they're just a bunch of hippies that can't stop singing. So it
Another
really
thing-
never got creepy
Yeah.
for me.
One other thing that caught me completely off guard. I'd never watched a trailer to this movie before we did it. I pulled a peek.
Outstanding. Thank
I
you.
didn't read anything. I could, if you'd have asked me, I'd have been like, oh yeah, The Wicker Man. Isn't that like a period piece set like in either medieval times or either early
Interesting.
20s or 30s? I thought it was black and white, early period piece. When it started and dude's in a seaplane, it's Technicolor, and it's basically, not to be mean, but it is very hippie-ish as it goes. I was like, this is not anything I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Like all my whatever you want to call it, my
Predispositions?
yeah,
Presumptions?
presumptions. That's it. That's why Anna's here. We're wrong. Like I started this movie and went, oh shit, I have no idea what I'm in for. And then it turns into a musical, and I went, oh fuck. But then it got into the religion. I did. I was poking at first, and I was actually poking before I got to Christopher Lee and the whole religion thing. And that's when I texted in the group, okay, I am in. Because now the story kind of hit a nerve for me that I was like, I like that. For 73, man, they don't pull punches. They don't. Hard on the religious back and forth, both sides.
Yeah.
Howie and the town, we'll just call the village, whatever you want to call it. The way they just look at him like, yeah, you're a bit touched in the head, aren't you, Howie? That's how I felt like the entire village is looking at this guy, and he's looking at them like raving lunatic Satanists. Almost.
Sex fiends. Yeah.
Oh God!
I love when he's like, they're naked, and Christopher Lee's like, well, naturally, you can't jump through fire with your clothes on.
Yeah, that was great.
One of the best
He had
lines.
logical answers to it, and that is what endeared me to that character.
What's wrong with naked people? Come on.
Right. Well, it was a little shocking when he goes out from the bar and everyone's having an orgy in the field.
Oh yeah,
they are. And
getting,
there's a dozen of them getting down in the field, in the parking lot, basically.
If there is one thing that I absolutely hate about any old movie, is when they do that camera technique where it just pauses essentially.
Oh, that was
on the orgy.
That's weird.
And it does the super slow fast forward motion. I hate that in everything. I don't understand that technique. I think it's the dumbest thing ever.
I'm on your side.
The music kept playing, and I was so confused.
Yeah, it's like, oh well, this is just modern internet.
The
it's
stream
buffering.
fucked up.
It was totally our
Oh,
Dracula
turns out-
episode where it was subtitling something completely
Yeah.
different.
Turns out
I-
it's just weird British filmmaking. That's all.
So I'd like to add that Nate, you said that it felt like it was rushed.
No, the last like 30 minutes of it felt completely
So
rushed.
the British and American theatrical release was 88 minutes long, which is what you saw in Tubi. Now, those of you in the know, Tubi has the 50th anniversary cover on their splash page. So it's a little bit of false advertising on Tubi's behalf. I forgive you, Tubi, because you've given me so much.
Oh, yeah. That's called That Art Looks Cool. We're putting it on this movie.
Yeah, it's a beautiful poster. It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful poster, but that's the 4K release steel box that came out last year.
Okay.
That's the artwork on the outside of that. Now there are 3 versions of the Wicker Man. This movie was cut up and tossed aside and thrown in a blender a number of times. The original version was sent to Roger Corman for American distribution.
Well, there's
Roger
a problem.
Corman Roger Corman loved it and said, I would only make these couple of cuts. And he got it down from 102 to 96 minutes. So a full 10 minutes longer than what, give or take, what we saw on Tubi. But the 102 minutes was the original negatives were lost.
The original negatives were destroyed.
Right.
Accidentally.
Accidentally.
Yeah.
Now,
Quotation marks.
Right.
Evil got a hold of them.
It was
no.
There was a new studio head that came in just as this movie was ending, watched the movie, said it was one of the worst movies he's ever seen, and buried it. Literally buried it.
Hated the movie so much that the negatives got accidentally thrown away. And
so
was
an
destroyed.
ex-hippie is what watched it and became the head, because all hippies eventually become yuppie sellouts.
This is in the middle of the hippie era. Anyway, Roger
My
Corman
hatred for hippies.
had
That's
a
where.
copy by that time. He had the full 102-minute copy, and the 50th anniversary has the 96-minute version, 88-minute version, and the newly restored 102-minute version, which is what I saw on Canopy.com. I don't know, Anna, did you get around to watching that version?
No, I couldn't because my library wasn't on their app where I have a card from.
I am pleading, figure out a way to find that. It's amazing.
I can go download it. I'll figure it out.
It's
I'm squirrely.
amazing. So the 102-minute version there's not a lot of big differences, but there's just a little bit of exposition throughout the film that helps support what's going on. The first 10 minutes of the movie is Sergeant Howie going to church, receiving the sacrament, getting made fun of by his colleagues because he hasn't
I've seen pieces of that.
He hasn't had consensual nookie.
He's a virgin. Yeah.
He's a virgin, yeah.
So it's revealed at the very beginning of the movie that he's a virgin. And if I were to see this movie for the first time, we'd be like, what is the big deal that he's taking communion? He's going to church. He flies a plane. Dude can fly a plane and he can develop film. There are some skill sets that folks these days don't have.
That surprised me when he just busts in that room and he's like, if you don't have a copy, I'll make a copy.
Right. See,
develop film.
I've done that. I can develop film. If I have the right chemicals in the right room, I can do that.
I'm blowing myself up. That's what's happening. You put me in a room with chemicals.
Or you mix them wrong and you get high. That's something that happens.
That's going to happen regardless if I'm given chemicals like that.
But it's very interesting at the very beginning how they set that up. It's almost like maybe it's only 5 minutes, but still it's a long time they spend building up that character of Sergeant Howie, how he's being made fun of for being a virgin, how he's a devout Catholic. He's leading the congregation in prayer.
Yeah, we only get that in flashback in the 88-minute one.
Yep.
And it's
yep.
very brief. Just
Mhm.
and it felt kind of, I'm like, okay, we get it. He's religious. I don't know why this is in here, but I guess they were just really trying to drive in how devout.
Like Nate said, they're rushing through it. They're trying to squeeze that in there to outside of his acting and the way he's presenting Christianity as an arrogant cocksucker.
Basically, yeah. No, I'm not going to argue with you on
my
that.
way or the highway. What about my God? It's like
that is the way most Christians will turn away people from Christianity.
Yes.
Definitely.
Sadly,
my way or
sadly,
the
a lot of
highway.
Christianity doesn't even recognize other religions. It's like we're all going to the same place, you know.
Yeah.
Don't bother me. I won't bother you.
Right.
But it's a very interesting thing. There was one of the things that was stark in this 102-minute version was there are clearly 3 different prints, and it's really sad that
Really?
the 88-minute version is beautiful. It's gorgeous. It is as technicolor as possible. It's supposed to be in the spring, but it was actually in the winter, dead of winter, by the way.
I thought it looked cold. I was like, it's cold.
It
They're
was
cold.
really cold.
Everybody
all,
cold.
All apple blossoms were handmade and glued
on.
Trees.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
A lot of those trees were plastic trees. Like they were apple trees for sure.
Some of them were, and then there's a scene that's done that they actually filmed in South Africa.
Yeah.
Because they had the same foliage.
When they were flying.
It was cheaper to go there than to glue all the foliage on fake trees.
The airplane scenes where you see these fields of apple blossoms, they flew to South Africa to get that because at that time of the year, they were in bloom in South Africa.
Oh, that's cool.
That was interesting information. The one thing I read, though, Pete, and you can confirm this, is the one big thing that was cut and then added back for the 102 is Christopher Lee has like this big speech that really kind of fills in some of the gaps on what they truly think and believe. And it's actually one that Christopher Lee's like is one of my favorite speeches, and he hates that it got cut originally, but now it's back. This is also him on record saying this is my favorite role I have ever done.
He spent,
multiple times he said that.
He didn't make any money making this film. He spent a lot of money making and producing and promoting this film.
Yep.
And he loved it. Yeah.
He paid for his own press tour too. Like he was going wherever people would take him just to talk about it.
They said he was like on daytime television, like local channels sometimes
Promoting
this movie.
I would love to see footage of this.
Oh,
I know, right?
Wild hair, Christopher Lee.
I didn't even think about looking that up. That'd be cool.
It would be, but again, that is God. If it hadn't been for Christopher Lee in this movie, I'd probably have a whole different attitude.
And I feel like he's barely in the movie, so it says a lot about his screen.
He's in it just the right amount of time.
I agree.
You get the whole atmosphere built up, and then you meet the big boss, like the final
love that.
baddie.
I love how everyone's
middle
like,
of the movie.
do you have permission? Not from the law, but from, I forget what, the Lord
Summerall.
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 Lord Summerall. And that's all you hear for like the first half of the movie.
You can't come to shore from your plane because you need written permission.
Yeah, you need written permission. You need all this. And my first thought immediately, like as Howie's running around as a detective, he's doing a lot of detecting instead of just going and talking to Lord Summerall. Like I think that
he should just went straight to him.
To me, that would have been my first, like, okay, let's see, where does this lady possibly live? I give him that. Go to the post office, see where she maybe be, ask people as you pass them, but go to Lord Summerall, because that was another thing that all this buildup of all this tension, and I get why they did it, between him and the townspeople, the village, they are like, he is so pissed off. He is so mad at these people when it finally comes out that this girl, supposedly is dead, but now they know who she is. Then he goes and he's like, I need this grave exhumed. And Christopher Lee's like, okay,
go for it. Don't care.
that moment of even Howie just not
the flippancy
processing
that he has, yeah.
He doesn't process it enough so that he asks again. He goes,
later on,
"Sir,
the
I believe you need to give me," and he goes, "I believe
just
I've
did.
already given it to you." And you're just like, and Howie just standing there dumbfounded, like, motherfucker, he did, didn't he? Just and I am loving that. That is fantastic dialogue. That is fantastic acting between these two people. And I was in it. Like, you don't hear me gush about a whole lot of things if it's not exploding or a lot of guns going off.
True.
But I was really enthralled with Howie and Christopher Lee in this. And honestly, there was no bad actors in this movie. I love, even when they're a little touched, like a little silly, like the guy that's the gardener in the graveyard.
Oh, by the way, did you recognize him?
I didn't, honestly. I don't.
Anna, go for it.
He was in Life Force.
Yes, he was in Life Force. He was also in Bordello of Blood.
There was something else he was into.
Was he the drunken Bordello of Blood?
He was the
did he run the crematorium?
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
He was the guy that opened up the body and smelled it. It's like,
oh, that's right. That's who that is.
But he was also, Anna's right, he was also in Life Force, which we just covered.
Nate, old
he was in A Clockwork Orange.
I was going to say, I have no idea. It's just old British white dudes. They all look the same. So whoever the hell you're talking about right now.
Recognize his voice? Oh my God.
No, not at all.
But he had a very like maniacal kind of look to him. Another line I really enjoyed was where he's like, "Where is your graveyard? Where is this?
Where's the churchyard?
The churchyard and all this stuff."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, well, we have graves over there, but when does it stop becoming a courtyard for a church or churchyard and become just a graveyard? Because the church is no longer a church anymore." Fun fact, I guess either the director or Edward Woodard later, like decades later, went back to where they filmed. His cross was still laying on that altar,
on that grave
that he made.
Oh, damn, that's crazy.
That's cool as hell.
I was like, that's kind of insane that it's just I think he said it was like 20 or 30 years later, and it was still laying in the exact spot he laid.
Wow.
I was like, that's kind of cool.
That's cool as hell.
All right, we got a little bit. We need to pop a commercial here real fast.
Yes, please.
But we'll jump right back into this. This isn't Charlie trying to speed it away. Charlie just wants to get this out of the way so we can get back to talking about this.
You're watching the USA Network.
Sharks of the Corn? Virus Shark? Cocaine Shark? Sharktopus? Yeah, those are all real movies. Join me, Steve Coates, as each week I take a comedic look at the bizarre world of sharksploitation cinema on Bucket of Chum, the Shark Movie Podcast.
Just when you thought you were safe, the terror continues with another chilly tale tonight on USA Network's Saturday Night Bears.
Man, I do love those commercials.
I do too. There's so nostalgic feeling.
But so I'm here to defend this movie, and so is my best friend in the podcasting world.
Thank you, Pete.
Anna, you're a bag of. Nate is always on the list. Charlie sometimes is, but Anna, you are my best friend. Tell me about this movie. What is it about the Wicker Man that gets your juices rolling? No, that's not.
Well,
yeah.
Don't worry, just be
that was a little
hippie
inappropriate.
juices.
Let me try that again.
No. If it's Kool-Aid, it's totally different. That's a cult.
Yeah.
Flavor
exactly.
Hold on. Put a pin in that.
Mm-hmm.
That's something.
I read that too.
Anna, go ahead. I'm so sorry.
Well, so for me, I live in the Bible Belt. I grew up and still live in Southeast Tennessee, where Christianity is the main religion, and we are a red state. not to get political, which I hate it here. Let's just say that. And like, I don't know, there's this weird like dynamic about films like this that were made in the 70s and like people like my mom watched. And even though they didn't necessarily like the way their parents did things, they kind of went along and ended up doing the same thing they did just because that's what they've known. That's what their parents did. Honor thy father and mother. That's what you're supposed to do. And I kind of grew up like my papa was a deacon. My nana was one of those ladies who helped do everything in the church, you know, and I grew up Baptist. But I didn't go to church every Sunday. I loved going to vacation Bible school. Like that was my jam. Obviously, any kid loves that. But like my parents were telling me these things like you need to do this and you need to do this, but they weren't doing it. They were just like reiterating it to me because that's the way they were raised and that's how they feel like religion should be. And I don't necessarily think that way because at the end of this movie, I'm all for burning Howie. He is running through this fucking village. And I have an authority problem anyways. I don't like cops. So then you throw that into it. This motherfucker is barging into people's homes, no warrants, nothing.
That's what I was saying.
Exactly. I'm like, this motherfucker is pissing me off.
It's like asshole meets asshole.
Exactly, like both sides
the
of it.
arrogance of the police department and the Christian religion is in full force here.
I want this dude sacked. Seriously, I want to be brazen enough to push past people to go in their house.
Right.
It's like, get out of my way. I'm looking behind all your curtains.
He is looking for a missing girl.
Well,
there is that.
Yeah.
And the whole town is not being helpful because they're a bunch of fucking pricks who think they're better than everyone. So I get where he's at a point where he's just like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to go into every single house.
He's at
this
his
has a
last
population
end
of 14 people.
But he had way too much fucking confidence. Just like Charlie said, look at his sack. He flew to a fucking island that he knew nothing about with no backup, no gun, no anything, because he just thought I am a police officer and I'm this devout man and they're going to listen to me regardless. And fuck you. No, they didn't. You're there for a reason.
That is the only thing that didn't get spoiled for me was how they got him there and why he was there. Even though I knew he was probably going to, I just figured, okay, something happens and they just decide to sacrifice him. I did enjoy the twist that it was all a ruse to get a specific type of person to come there. So apparently they've researched this dude too, because it's addressed to him personally.
So yeah, that was in the beginning part. He gets a letter, and that's part of the part that was cut out at the very beginning. And he gets a letter and he reads it, and the letter is heartbreaking. Like, there's a girl that's been missing from the village and no one will help find her. We haven't seen her in 7 months, et cetera, et cetera. And he's like, I will go find her. And we also don't know, like, this is in Scotland. So there are some small islands in the Scottish
self-governed isles.
Right. So he is a part of the police body. Not that it's right, Anna, but as far as being part of the
he has jurisdiction.
He does have a certain jurisdiction to do some sort of investigation if there is suspected foul play.
Mm-hmm.
Does
he just goes way
does
over
he need
the top.
Could have been nicer about it. He didn't have to be so damn hateful.
Agreed. This is very true.
That was where I started getting the hot fuzz take on it, was them basically the police force pawned Simon Pegg's character off on this small village, and this feels like I would almost believe his own precinct set him up and sent him there.
Get rid of him.
Pete, where you're saying they were making fun of him.
They were totally making fun of him. Yep.
Maybe there's an inside line that Summer Isle has that they're like, let's get this guy in.
One of the revealing facts of the film later on is Lord Summerisle says that we've done our research and we found you.
Yeah.
We found we found a man of God, the power of a king, to come to our
virgin.
island
A virgin.
on
Yep.
their own will, on their own
Yep.
free will, and is a virgin.
Yes.
Holy shit.
And
That's
he's
a
an
lot.
adult. He's
A-
not a
as
kid
an
either,
adult.
or an animal, like they talk about. He's an adult.
That's something they said. Like animals you can only sacrifice so many animals because the sacrifice gets not impotent, but watered down, I suppose.
It gets watered down.
Yeah.
Small children.
Small children
when they
are
say that
good,
was like,
but
damn.
an
Yeah.
adult of a certain kind is so much more powerful. And he asks, what does that mean? And in the 88-minute version, that's when you as the audience figure out, oh my God, he's a virgin. Because through the whole thing, he's been dodging nookie bullets the whole time.
Yeah.
Well,
I
it's
think
more or
it's-
less like weird musical scenes that make him touch the wall
Brett
and
Eklund
sweat.
knocking on the wall, luring you into her dude.
Boudoir.
You would not have. I would not have.
I
known.
thought
sir.
that
I
was
would've-
the
No,
dumbest
sir.
scene in the entire movie.
Are you
'Cause
fucking
I'm
kidding
like,
me?
She's just singing and it's him touching a wall. And I hated it. I hated that part so
He's-
badly. If there was
he's-
one moment to cut out of the movie, that song,
Oh,
that whole scene,
Also,
it did nothing.
It's not her
Lord.
butt. It's not her
it's
butt.
not her butt.
And
Which is-
also to go back to like Christianity and sex too, like he's never seen, like he's a virgin and he's seeing all these people dancing naked and he's probably never seen a pair of boobs.
Conservative Christianity.
Oh,
Naked
this is
flesh is a sin.
to the extreme of
Yeah, you're
that.
right, Anna.
Like, I mean, it is so
The extreme of on both
a
ends.
hedonistic
Yeah.
society, freely giving love, and that had to be something in the hippie culture of the early
I
1970s,
totally
Oh,
where
yeah.
the conservative Christians of the UK, the United States, would be like, "Holy shit, this is
Put your pants on.
these people are evil. They're sinful." And as
This
far
is
as like,
ugly and gross.
right.
Sex
Oh.
wasn't supposed to be pleasurable. It was supposed to be to procreate.
Mm-hmm. When he's in the schoolroom and they talk about the maypole, and the one girl answers, "It's a phallic symbol," and his head almost explodes.
Loses his shit.
Yeah.
He's like, "This is smut."
He's like,
You can't
ma'am,
teach these people.
what are you teaching these
And I
children?
guarantee you, these girls know more about sex than any other Christian
Than he
girl
does.
Right?
More than
They
he
know
does.
how it works.
I never got a
They
sex
know how
talk
to
growing up.
prevent it. They know
I didn't either.
what happens if you do it. So
We had sex ed. My parents sent me there. You have questions? Ask us. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
I had movies. That's what I watched.
No,
That's why I'm a degenerate today.
I live about
I love
150
degeneracy.
miles from Anna in the same. I'm the next notch in the Bible Belt.
Yep.
So every bit of this
sure.
was I've lived it. I've seen it. I've witnessed it. In reverse it. The small villages are the super Christians, and the people coming in are evil and.
Well,
Oh yeah, I
hedonistic
mean
and
that's
all this
why
other
everyone's afraid of like invaders these days, where it's like no one's like trying to do anything to you. I
stuff. Yeah,
promise.
they
Everyone
don't
just wants to live
care
their own
about
life.
you.
Yeah,
At all.
they just wanna
Except
afford
unless they want to
groceries.
sacrifice you. So technically,
Yeah.
he's right.
And even
So,
then, all you gotta do is just sacrifice until you get apples. And next year they're just gonna sacrifice Christopher Lee anyway. So
I like that he threw that at him. He's like,
Yeah.
if
That was-
this fails,
That
you're
was
next.
That was a haymaker.
Oh, it was a
his
Hail Mary.
last
Yeah.
chance, and he swung and he connected. It was
Oh,
great.
Dude, that was a Hadouken of an
Uh-huh.
uppercut.
You're right. Hadouken.
Because when he said that, and the way even
Lee
Christopher
even went,
Lee
"Oh fuck!"
pauses, and he's like,
Mhm.
but then he's also like, then so be it. But we will not fail.
His religious conviction equaled Sergeant
Yes.
Howie's
Now
religious conviction.
go to that.
Exactly.
Go to that pin that we pinned just a bit earlier. Something happened right about the time this movie was being released.
God, Johnstown.
And yeah, Johnstown was happening. Pete or Nate, you made the joke about the Kool-Aid.
Flavor
That was
Aid. They used
happening.
Flavor Aid
It's
because
Flavor Aid.
Jim Jones could not afford the extra 10 cents for
actual 10
Kool-Aid.
cents. But that was in this same time period.
That delayed the release of The Wicker Man in the United States when Johnstown happened. I don't remember how long it delayed it.
1979.
No shit.
79 until The Wicker Man was released in the United States?
Well, 1978 is when Johnstown happened.
Yep.
Wow. Well, let's just give it a
Okay.
year. We'll be all right.
Yeah. No,
So-
because this wasn't like this didn't come out in England and then everyone's like, "Oh, America needs this." It had to work really hard to get brought here.
It
and
was
then
England tried to bury it.
England tried to bury it. It was fought because now remember you said it went to Corman. Corman is 70s, 80s before he had real power to be like, okay, yes, you can do this. This is what I would do. So yeah, from what I was reading in the trivia, and again, anything can be changed in IMDb or whatever, but the Jim Jones thing caused it to not be released over here, at least fully, till 1979.
Dang.
So yeah,
crazy.
So this was a 73. So
It was originally released in the UK in 73. Yeah.
yeah, so 6 years before it would finally get a worldwide, technically, I guess if you want to call it. But I even feel like even that was small even when it was released, because hell, how many theaters probably went, "Now we're not going to play it," even if you had gotten some kind of release. Because there's a lot of theaters in the Bible Belt.
Yeah,
And
no, that's all we got to do down here is go to the movies.
Exactly.
My
area protested against Rob Zombie, okay, and Rob Zombie still refuses to come to our area because they
damn.
protested him and he canceled a concert. So that's how bad it
Fucking
is
hell.
where I'm at.
Yeah, all you guys got is protests and movies. That's it.
So there is you can find the commentary on YouTube from the 50th anniversary release of Wicker Man, and I highly, highly recommend
check it out.
No, I'm sorry, not the it might have been the 40th, because Christopher Lee and Edward
Woodward.
what's Howie's name? Well, thank you, Woodward. I was going to say Westward. They are both on this, plus a movie historian and the producer, the top producer, not the director. And the four of them spin some stories that are just gorgeous. It's so much fun to listen to. I highly recommend it. And they watched the 96-minute version because they were talking about the 102 version doesn't exist. And it does, because I just watched it this morning.
Well, it probably didn't at the time.
At the time,
Yeah,
it
at the
didn't
time,
exist.
probably didn't.
Yeah,
Probably still waiting
So
for
it's been
archives.
restored. And if you do happen to watch a 102-minute, it's not a crisp restoration. It looks like you've dumped a couple of VHS.
Well, it's a copy of a copy of a copy.
It's a copy of a copy of a
Okay.
copy. It's not a negative copy.
I'm cool with that, though.
So
It does feel.
right.
That's
I got
where
to
we
see
talked
the whole
about
thing.
that studio really did destroy the negatives. All that was out there was copies and maybe some reels from theaters that had original runnings. We've ran into this before with other movies where there's a weird cut from England, and then there's a cut for television, and then there's the cut that we got here.
Yeah,
and
Gone
they
of the
all have
Dead.
different scenes,
Right.
and they've tried to mash them together, and they don't line up right, or they don't visually look correct, and it's because it's so many different.
But as a
formats.
cinephile, you still love it. I like.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
I
understa-
don't
You
doubt that.
understand that Ultraman. When Mill Creek released Ultraman on Blu-ray for the first time, they had beautiful copies of what was released in America, but what they got from Japan, which added a whole bunch to it. Well, you could tell the difference. It was like,
The difference in quality,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
Well, and it wasn't stored correctly.
It was even
about
so
yeah.
much that it was dubbed in English, and then it would revert back to Japanese, and then it would revert back to English. It's hilarious.
because over there it was a kids show, so they didn't. It
Sure.
wasn't like they were trying to salvage it for archives or anything. It was like it's a kids show.
Yeah.
Then Ultraman became
they-
huge. Look, like I said, I probably won't ever watch this movie again, even though I do kind of wish I'd watched the full cut originally. But it's like, I don't know if the extra 10 or 15 minutes is going to add to my
I
experience.
still think you need like an extra half hour, because like the whole
It's 20 minutes. It's an extra 20 minutes from what you saw.
An extra, like I said, like an extra half hour at least, because even that final end scene where he gets the girl and then they start to run off, like they only run off for a minute, and then she's like, I did a good job. He's captured. I tricked him. And it's just like, this just feels so rushed at the very end. That was my big problem.
It was
there was
an
just
extremely low budget film.
no
so
suspense.
I don't know. And it was December. They were cold AF.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that, but they've done so much up till then. I do feel like it, like Nate said, it really did feel rushed. Like the second
That's
we
fair.
get the fake out of a shocking moment.
When Rowan shows up at the very end.
Well, yeah, it's like right
like,
there. But even
they took their time through everything else.
the six swords. From that moment on, it felt very rushed. And Rowan, like I said, there's no bad actors, and I like the girl. She is not selling that she's not in on it.
I did a good job. I did a good job.
I don't like being here.
Please, mister, help me. No, that you're not selling it whatsoever. But that is my only negative to this movie is, unfortunately, the ending didn't land as it was intended, and it has multiple factors because of it. Not from the fact that it's a bad movie. It's just, I saw it coming. I knew it was going to happen. And like Nate said, they rush it super fast, and there is no dread whatsoever in this movie for us, for me and Nate. You know, that, what do you do about that? We were born in the 80s. We were raised on movies. This movie was already, by the time I was watching these movies, it was already 20 to 25 years old, before I was even thinking about watching something like this. So it was at a detriment to start with me. It's like me, letting my kids watch 80s and 90s movies.
Well, it's like,
it's hit or miss for them.
Kids, your kids watching Star Wars has seen all of that stuff already.
Yeah. But thankfully I had the foresight to make sure they watched the originals first. They watched the originals when they were the youngest. And then they got to see it.
This isn't something I'm going to make my kids watch.
No, but I'm saying that's the difference. I, because I'm a fan of Star Wars, knew that they need to see the originals first. They need to have that image in their brain before they go. And trust me, with Liam, he's actually watched the originals more than he watches anything new. And that's because I got it right at the right moment. But now when I try to bring in, like I said, The Last Starfighter last time or something like that, they've seen space movies. They've seen the Avengers in space. Some kid get picked up out of a trailer park. Exactly. They saw a human get picked up by aliens and led onto an adventure and come back to Earth and bring his friends. They seen it and they went, the music was better and the effects were better, Dad. I don't know what you're trying to show me right now.
Like me as a kid being shown Bonanza, because that's the only thing like Grandpa or the uncle wanted to watch, and I'm now just like, Bonanza's the worst television show ever. Is the dumbest thing ever. I never want to experience that type of Western because
I'm going to go watch Tombstone.
Yeah, exactly. Like I saw Tombstone. So to me, that is like the Western for me at that point.
So Pete, we've kind of not really walked through this movie, but we've really kind of dug into some of the nuances of it, but we got to talk about pretty much what everyone knows about this movie.
The ending is so good.
It is.
So Charlie, you didn't like it. Nate clearly doesn't like it. Anna and I are in love.
I was expecting something. So I can't say I didn't like the ending, but it didn't do what I was expecting it to do. I was waiting for the part to be horrified. I was waiting for the shocking part that I read. The ending is so shocking. I'm like, when am I supposed to be shocked?
I'm guessing it's the first time that a hero's been killed at the end of a movie. I don't know.
Someone that religious, like as far as they're concerned, the bad guys win. Christianity does not win. God does not win.
True.
They lose. So that's shocking to people, especially in the 70s.
I guess I just have a hard time wrapping my head around that.
Even though Sergeant Howie does die as a martyr, and as a Christian, you can look at that as a celebration that he
And that's what
died as a
Christopher
martyr.
Lee told him.
Exactly. That's my favorite part of the
martyr's
movie.
death.
He's like,
Yeah,
well,
he
you
goes,
shouldn't be so scared. Why are you scared?
You're going to sit at the King of Kings. You're going to be equals with all the. Basically, what he's saying is you're going to be equal with all the prophets
You're
and
going
the
to
saints.
be literally a saint because
Based
you're a
on your
martyr.
religion. So why
Mhm.
are you afraid?
The village is literally doing Sergeant Howie a favor. They are giving him the greatest gift they could possibly give a Christian person, is the gift of martyrism.
Yeah.
So
Dying
he's
for your
getting
belief. Yeah.
what he wants in Christianity. As far as a Christian, there's no higher for a lay person. There's no higher gift or ascension than
Honor,
martyrism.
even if you want to go that way. Yeah. It's
but
it wasn't shocking.
In
That's it.
return, he's being sacrificed to their God, and they will have their harvest next year so that they can continue to live and survive. Whoa, Nate, was that something?
No, I got nothing.
Okay.
No, I was just gonna
Okay.
say,
JV?
like, all you got to do is just like go to town once a year and get your apples.
No,
no,
this is
Yes,
this
this
is
is
where
where the apples come from, Nate.
This is where the
do
apples
you
come
think
from.
grocery stores get apples?
So,
they don't
Nate,
just
did you
appear.
see through the
They just
entire
keep sacrificing children at Kroger.
Did you
That's what
see
happens.
I
through the
believe that.
film-
Remember the play place? That's where they would
Yes.
get all the kids for the sacrifice. I'm sorry, Pete. It was too good of a joke.
Yes, it was very good. During the whole film, Sergeant Howie is getting canned beans and peaches and apples and things like that. He's
Yeah.
getting stuff from a can. He even says, maybe not in the 88-minute one, but he
No,
even
they did.
says, this is when he gets his supper. It's like, this is disgusting. This is clearly from a can. You are renowned for your produce, including apples. Why am I getting canned food? It's because their crop failed so horribly the year before. A community like that, a small community like that, cannot survive 2 seasons of poor harvest. They will starve.
You're talking to
Or
the choir,
everybody-
sir. You're talking about how most of mine and Anna's grandparents and great grandparents were
Yes.
raised.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
One,
I'm
one
well
bad
aware of
season
this.
in the family garden, and you're not eating very well that
Coming
winter.
from Northwest Ohio, you live and breathe on the crops. And if you have a
Yeah.
bad crop, people are either going to die of starvation
or you're more dependent on
move
your
out.
neighbors and stuff
Right.
like that. I mean, yeah,
Right.
I totally got all of that. I think the biggest issue, like I totally understand the symbolism. I understand what's happening. I just, when something is touted as one of the greatest horror movies of the 70s and Britain's #1 horror movie, this ending will shock and scar you. It's the most horrifying thing you will ever witness. And I'm waiting for that to happen. And then the credits roll and I went,
well,
when am I supposed to be horrified?
I can't help that.
No,
If
you can't.
If
And
you've
that's
seen
what
this
I-
before, or as you said, this is something you've seen before, there's nothing I can do to change that.
I've seen the good guy lose before. I've
Right.
seen the bad guy win at the end of the movie.
This might be one of the first times I've seen the bad guy win or the good guy lose. Or
and we all saw Empire Strikes Back. We're bring it back to Star Wars. We
fair.
saw
That's fair.
the
That's
most
fair. I saw that first. Yep,
downer ending of as
but
a kid.
you knew there
you're
was
like,
another movie coming. You didn't know
hope.
what was happening here. And
in
also-
1980,
You were left with your mind to wander about what
Right.
happens. Was
Yeah.
the crop successful? Are they going to take this idea and run? And every season they're going to sacrifice a person like this?
I don't think
I
they
don't-
sacrifice somebody every year. It was just that the last crop was so bad. Like they're going to go back to sacrificing animals and maybe little
Well,
girls. So
that
it's
was
no big deal.
that was the pictures. So there's like the maiden of the harvest.
Yeah.
So there was pictures of really good harvests. So they're not going to sacrifice her. Maybe they sacrificed an animal just to be like, hey, thank you
right.
for the
I'm
harvest.
pretty sure that they sacrifice animals every year. That's my guess.
That to me, I felt that's what I took. But if the
I
girls
gathered this was the
ex-
first person. That
First
they
person
sacrificed.
since his grandfather started the island. Started
Which
the
this
religion.
is that's only a generation ago, basically. It's not that long ago.
I don't- it's
so it'd be grandfather,
two
father, him.
generations.
Two
It's
generations.
100 years or more, just over 100 years. That's a long time, dude. That's a long
It's not
time.
that long
That's
in
a lot of
terms of, like,
summers. That's 100 summers.
sacrificing. That means they haven't had to do many.
But maybe they've just been like getting by, or just
That's true.
Maybe it's just been enough for everybody to have what they need and nothing extra. Maybe this human sacrifice is going to bring crops like they've never seen before. That's what I'm saying. Maybe they take this idea and run.
Declining over the years, but it sounds like to me that they're known for their apples. Like they,
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the
Very
South,
true. Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
Deep South is known for the Vidalia onions, right?
Yep.
So they're known. Like, is it Georgia that's known
Georgia
for Vidalia?
peaches too.
Well, let's say Georgia peaches, right?
Yep.
Right. They're known for that, and if they don't have that crop, maybe they need to do something paganistic to get that crop
right.
back.
Lord, I hope not in Georgia. That's where Marjorie Taylor Greene is. We're all
But it feels like it's probably, and this is where it lends itself to both sides, because how he even goes, you are in a place that you shouldn't be able to grow this stuff.
Volcanic ash or something,
you are an anomaly, and you have now sucked the nutrients that aren't being returned back to the ground. This is not going, sacrificing me is not going to work. They believe in, we're going to do this and it's going to work. So you get this dynamic. Hell, even how he not only uses Christianity, he starts using science, which is a whole nother
using
avenue.
Logic. Because
logic,
they
science.
just were not logical at the end.
Well, not necessarily. So earlier on, when they were talking in his castle, he was saying that his grandfather had developed an artificial fertilizer or a man-made fertilizer to make these crops grow.
Did anyone else think it was people?
I kind of thought that it was not something.
I seriously thought whenever
I
he
didn't
said
get that out of it.
because we had just got done seeing the graves with the trees growing out of where people are buried with their body parts put on there as a symbol. But when Christopher Lee said that, I was like, they're using straight up people as fertilizer.
Green is people.
It basically is kind of what I took it as. Yeah, I mean, I could be inferring that completely, but just the way.
Oh, you're totally inferring that because it's never explained, which is the beauty of this movie. It's left for discussion like this, like what we're doing here. It's not spoon fed to you. We don't need exactly what happens or why it happens or when it happens. That's the beauty of this movie, is that you. Especially the 70s loved to do this. Like they wrote such a rich story that it left, it didn't need to hold your hand through the film to make it wonderful, because the audience could look at the movie, watch the movie, listen to the movie, and make their own
conclusions.
Thank you. Conclusions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Looks like he's tired.
Nate,
I'm tired.
There's a lot of word salad being thrown around
just
here.
Like, I don't know. Don't be stupid. Like that's everyone was stupid in this movie, and I don't know how I'm supposed to I don't care. I just don't fucking care at all.
Well, let me ask you this: have you seen Midsommar? Do you like it?
I liked Midsommar, but at the end of the day, the cult wins in that movie too, because they manipulate her. For me, I'm just like, the cult's not evil. Like, they're just not. They're just a bunch of stupid hippies. They're just spouting out hippie bullshit.
The cult is
That's
evil.
what they do.
Christianity isn't
The Christian
evil,
guy,
and
he's not that evil. Like,
they clash, which is
that's why we said
I don't even get their clashing.
There's
though.
not
Like,
really
I'm
a
just
winner or a loser here.
It's a clash of...
Hopefully they both win. Hopefully he does become a saint and he sits at the right hand of God. And hopefully their apples do come back.
Yeah.
Maybe everybody wins.
But then that means they think their sacrifice works, which reinforces their values.
Right.
Which, to me, it just makes more sense that after the cop never comes back, another platoon of cops are going to come in going, where is he? Where is he?
Which is where I think they set him up, and there wouldn't be a platoon of cops because they purposely sent him there.
I think, I don't know. I get it. The movie has great acting. I think whatever your symbolism is so it's why I hated The Witch. I get it. People are evil. Like, I don't need a horror movie to tell me that people are evil. That doesn't do anything for me. Or Hereditary. Ooh, it's trauma. Like, I don't fucking care about trauma. Like, and then with this, it's religion. I'm just like, I don't care. Like, whenever you have to have a metaphor for your horror movie, to me, you're just losing your story because you're trying to force this metaphor down my throat, and I just don't care. I liked it. Like, the movie's gorgeous. Christopher
It's
Lee's
beautiful.
great. The main guys.
The shots the shots are the lighting is beautiful. The shots.
I'm
are
just
beautiful.
watching a
The
guy go
countryside
from
is
house
gorgeous.
to house.
There was like they filmed in like 25 different locations, indoors and outdoors, just to get it all together. It's a on the budget that they had. It is a testament to filmmaking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and at the end, whenever Howie's chasing the guy through the street, and
Yeah.
he's seeing him and then he's running, Eli Roth actually paid homage to that in Hostel because he loves The
Oh.
Wicker Man. It's one of his favorites. So whenever in Hostel, whenever the guy's chasing the kids and down the street and down the little alleyways, he got that from Wicker Man.
That was like Oak and the hobby horse or whatever. Is that
who?
What? Who? Who's a hobby
the giant
horse?
man? This hey Charlie, when you're ready, cut this out. He's busy clearly.
He might be.
Yeah, it might be a work call or something.
It's
Yeah.
totally a work call.
Yeah.
Does he have a flip phone? Is he that kind of?
No. If anything, he'd have a Nokia, right? That's what all construction guys
He's
have is
got
a Nokia
Blackburn
because
or a
nothing can be
Blackberry,
done to
Blackburn.
it. A BlackBerry. It's a BlackBerry 2. It's got the keyboard.
My sister says that was the best phone she ever had.
I remember when that phone came
never
out
had
and
it.
just looking at it, going like, "No, like, I don't want this."
All right. Well, I think we have pretty much gone as far as we can go as far as discussion wise. We
There's
could probably
so
talk
much
another
more.
hour. There is, but for this episode,
agreed.
We're going to. I say it's time we just jump into the things.
All right. Oh
yeah.
Let's get into the deaths. How many deaths?
Let's get into Raining Blood.
Right. Are we gonna count
1.5?
the animals?
That's my guess.
Yeah, I have questions.
If there's any questions.
I have questions.
Okay.
Trust me, I
I'm
have
looking
questions.
forward to it. Okay.
Because the Raining Blood is one.
Yeah, it's one. It's one.
It's it. We do get to see a legit dead body. That poor lady with her hand cut off left me with a lot of questions.
Mhm.
Why is her hand missing? Is it in a jar upstairs? I don't
Probably.
know. But no, my question was, and it was something in the trivia that one of the, I forget which actress it was asked, were animals harmed? And she said, most definitely. And then the director has gone on the record saying, absolutely not. We were very careful. None of the animals were even in there when it was on fire. But the actor was.
Eklund was. Said there was animals injured in it, but yeah.
So there's up in there. But then I was reading, the actor was in that thing.
Yes.
When it was on fire.
Wow.
Like, that wasn't like fake fire in front. Like, he was like, it was safe, I guess, as safely as they could. Because it was funny, they told the guy that's carrying him, his name was Oak. And the entire time he's carrying him up those little stairs, he's like, don't you fucking drop me.
Don't drop me.
You
Don't
drop me.
Don't drop me.
And the
What if
guy's
it rained,
laughing
though?
his ass off. Well, yeah, if it had rained, it'd been bad. But yeah, I was like, I kind of want to know if animals died in there, because I'm watching the movie going, there's no way they didn't kill a goat and a chicken,
A horse,
and a pig. I fully
turtle.
believed every animal in there died.
Yeah.
But yeah, Raining Blood is one. Way to go, Pete.
Yeah, thanks, Pete. Everyone
I
picks their favorite kill. It's the same one, Pete.
Guess what? Kill of the week.
What do you think? Zombie kill of the week?
What's our favorite kill in this movie? Pete, you
It's-
lead.
It is the most magnificent, terrifying kill ever. He's in there in the Wicker Man praying, and your heart goes out to this guy because he is screaming to his God, asking for deliverance, mercy, salvation, and he's being ignored. He's going to become a martyr. Is that God's will, or is God ignoring him? Is there's so religiously, it's so much to ask for your daddy to save you, to reach down and pull you out of this Wicker Man and save you. That okay, clearly then we've got God here, and God is on my side. Yahoo.
Save you from a horrific death, mind you, burning alive.
And
So
the burning of the witches. I mean, this is very similar to that.
This is what you get though when you don't pull a Leon Kennedy in Resident Evil 4 and bring your laser gun with you, and then go and bang, bang, bang all of the terrorists, monster people, cult that's on the island that stole the president's daughter.
I took this totally different. I did not take it as him asking God to save him. I think he was basically praying his last rites, knowing God couldn't save him, because when the fire gets closer to him, he's like, please make this be the only fire I experience. Please do not send me to the hellfire.
Don't let me burn in hell.
Of
I don't want to feel
eternity.
the hellfire. Mhm.
He's like, let me live in paradise forever. It was, he accepted his fate.
His faith never wavered.
It never did.
All
And
the
that's
shit that he encountered, all the horror that he encountered, his faith never wavered.
he yells out David, which to me, I took it as David in the mouth of the lion.
Yep.
Where he is, and that could be inferred that he is asking God to save him even in the worst scenario.
Sure.
But I took it as he has just accepted that this is his fate, and this is how he's going to meet his maker, meet his God. Please have mercy on me, and hopefully I've done everything I could in this life, and now I will be rewarded in the next. Save me from the hellfire. Let this be the only fire I ever feel, and let it be the final fire. So I never took it as please God save me,
Well
because
said.
I don't think he ever says those words. And I wasn't trying to fight you on it. I was just I just
you're
took
right.
it
I
totally
think you've got a lot to
differently
say there.
because he accepted his martyrdom for the most part. And it was in affront to Christopher Lee, where he's like, even though Christopher Lee's not asking him to like beg for mercy, he's like, please go to your God, go. But yet this guy is so devout where he's just like, I am going to praise your name while being burned alive.
The people of Summer Isle are giving him the greatest gift they could give.
Yeah.
They're
That's where it comes back
delivering
to
him to his God as a martyr, which will sit you in the saints and at the right hand of your Savior, your Lord.
Yeah.
And
So there's a
they
lot of
genuinely
heavy.
believe that. There's so much. There's so much stout belief on both sides. It's stunning. It's hard to.
It's two immovable
argue.
objects meeting.
Right.
Yeah.
Immovable object and the immovable object. Wait.
Yeah,
that's not
unwavering
nice,
faith and well, it's an unstoppable force versus an immovable object. So,
Juggernaut
but
and
this,
the blob.
and you know how they solved it? The blob, Juggernaut bounces off of blob. Therefore, the Juggernaut does not ever stop, and the blob never moves. So,
Yeah, but Onslaught then eventually punches Juggernaut, and he lands us in Kansas, which is where the Pope never will fly.
He never will.
Wait, is that real?
But then there's something to do with the Cytorak gem, and something was wrong with it, or he lost it at that point because the Juggernaut's not a mutant. He was imbued with power.
He had a.
Exactly.
He's not a mutant. Yeah.
He's got the crystal
Anna
heart.
has lost all interest in everything we have just said. She checked out and went, "Oh God, it's Cole, it's Kroll all over again."
No, I'm feeling a little under the weather today, and it's getting later on in the night. So, you know how
All right, let's roll
you don't
it.
feel
Let's
good,
roll.
you know.
She said, "Speed up, dummies. Let's
No,
get this
Pretty much.
show
That's
going."
exactly what she said. Let's go.
Move.
Anna, give us your what are we doing?
Yeah.
We're not rating. We're doing kills, aren't we? What are we doing?
Well, we should
Kills,
probably
kills
just
is
do
next,
rating,
but there's only
'cause-
one. We did.
Yeah.
we did
Okay. We're gonna rate. Hold on,
favorite
let me
kill
get-
and how many kills and
Stop it.
we did that. There's just only one. I mean,
There's no machete in this thing. That's right. Kill of the week is gotta get burned up.
gotta get burned up.
Oh, Anna,
You get toasty.
what will you rate The Wicker Man?
I'm rating The Wicker Man a 10 out of 10.
Holy
I
shit.
think it is
Wow.
fantastic. I think every film lover, regardless if it's horror or whatever genre, should watch this. I think it's one of those that everyone needs to see, even if you don't ever want to watch it again, like you guys said.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really profound, and I think it's inspired a lot of filmmakers. And I think I honestly think it kind of resonates a little more today, maybe than it did back then, or just as much.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, 10
There's
out of 10
different
all
ways.
day.
That's wow. Pete. How? Wow. Jeez, you're going last anyway. Nate.
I thought so.
So Anna set the bar
Nate,
as high as
Nate.
it can go.
And it's going high, Nate's going low.
I'm probably right there at a 6.5. Only because
That's a
the
recommend.
acting and the way that. No, I don't recommend this movie. Like I don't.
6.5 is a recommend.
No, not on mine. Like I can say 6.5 and be like, hey, this was. I'm glad I finally saw it. I wish I would have seen this when I was like 14 to 16 to have a little bit more love for it. Instead, I just get a bunch of songs that I do not care about whatsoever. I watch a guy go around from house to house playing Batman, and he doesn't do a good job at it. He doesn't even put up a punch at the end. Like, at least try to push someone off that cliff.
He did
Like,
punch
something.
a guy out.
Yeah, one guy, but like when he's up there, Christopher Lee, just push Christopher Lee. All you gotta do is just give him a little push. There's some
Here's
slippery
your
rocks up top.
sacrifice.
Right?
Yes,
Here's your sacrifice.
When they were at the top of that cliff, everybody in the commentary was like, dude, it was very windy and we were all terrified.
See?
like that was a precarious place. It was Anna, you gotta listen to the commentary on.
I know. I'm going to. I'm intrigued.
Please do. You love it.
The themes on religion, I don't care. I don't see how this is scary that a person's like, ooh, they're being a bunch of heathens. Like, whatever, they're naked. Like, what does it matter? What? Just do things your own way. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Like,
I agree.
That's a very hippie mentality, Nate.
no, because like hippies only
Totally
believe
hippie.
love, but do absolutely nothing to actually like.
Hey man, just live life, bro.
You just got to keep living, man.
Love everybody.
Nah, they're just a bunch of fucking
Who
moochers,
cares
all right?
what happens? If it's
You're talking about dirty hippies, Nate, not
I'm
real
going to
hippies.
pick Dazed and Confused on the slab and make you come on as a guest.
oh, I like that.
I
a
love
lot.
Dazed and Confused.
Oh, of course.
That's stoners, not hippies.
Yeah,
Come
that's totally
on.
different.
This
yeah.
this is
Potato.
It's
This is a
potato
movie
tater,
where-
Nate. Anna, you know where we're from.
Where the evil is that how dare there be a pagan religion, but the pagans are how dare there be another religion not listen to us. I'm like, you both suck. Has anyone told you that maybe we both are the problem?
Is it just me, or does Nate said exactly what the movie's about? But yeah, he's still like, I don't
100%.
care.
Yeah, I just,
That's what
because
the movie's telling
that's
you.
exactly it
Nate's
though.
view is
That's why
exactly what
I
this movie is
hate
talking
that
about.
when movies do this and they get treated like they're this profound genius piece of work, and I'm like,
In
no.
1973, Nate, you're
1973.
you're not putting it
This
in
is-
context.
This is
I
an affront to
tried,
God
and even in
1970.
context, I still went, I don't care. Like,
Gibbity gobbity gooky gook.
yeah, basically. So that's why I'm
All
stuck
right.
at a 6.5.
That's what he wrote on his
6.5.
letterbox.
Charlie, lay it on me.
This sucks because that was my score, and I thought I was giving it a really good score, and Nate had to go and Bogart my 6.5.
And shit on it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I pick a banger like Turbulence 3 and Delta Force 3, and then Pete comes in and brings a snoo fest like
Well, it's
Wicker
not
Man.
like you two collaborated on this, and sir, I enjoyed your two picks. So
I know, because I came in hot.
I enjoyed this movie. I just didn't land for me, and that is a difference. But my whole thing is, it is a 6.5 because I would recommend it to people. I won't revisit it because I've seen it. We were just talking off air that it's now made me want to go back and watch Hot Fuzz again with a different
that's my Wicker Man.
Yeah, I want to see what else they pulled from what I just noticed.
The
watching
greater
Wicker
good.
Man. The greater good.
The greater good.
But I feel like it's a 6.5. Christopher Lee, my God, this is probably the greatest role I've ever seen him in.
Agreed.
I was just entranced by this man and his hair. It was glorious. If nothing else, watch it for this.
I want to grow hair again just to look like Christopher Lee.
Dude, we're
I
all
swear
used
to
to
God,
that.
one of these days I'm gonna cosplay as Christopher Lee with the long black hair and
You're gonna do the Saruman
tie-dye shirt. Yeah,
the whole Saruman. But I've seen him in Saruman.
Not Saruman.
I thought Saruman. What is he in Lord of the Rings?
No.
Sauron.
Sauron. Sauron.
Yeah, you
He
know
is
what? They have
no,
the
no, no.
same name almost. It's so close.
Yeah, I thought there was a D in one. Yeah.
With his long black wig in this movie and his sparkly dress.
Oh, as the drag
he
queen?
looks like Cher?
As the yes. Yeah.
He's
Shara.
literally a drag queen. Yeah, that's they say it. It's the man dressed as the female.
Sonny was right next to him. He was going down the hill on the skis.
Yeah. Sonny,
Dude,
we got
that ain't cool.
Oh, what? The guy that died 50 years ago? The millionaire that hit a tree. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Caitlyn Jenner killed a man in a car. Anyway,
buckle up, buckaroo.
Buckle up, buckaroos. Jesus, I'm trying to save Nate. He was dying out there. I had to save him.
Oh, I'm sorry that me making fun of Sonny Bono dying is going too far. Hey, it's a part of life. Sometimes you get burned up in a Wicker Man tree because you decided not to push one guy off the damn cliff.
I'm not going to save you twice. Pete, what are you rating Wicker Man? So he'll stop.
This is a 10. This is a 10. Wow. I love this movie.
Weird.
The colors are gorgeous.
You're weird, Nate.
You are.
I've only ever seen the 88-minute version, and I saw the 102-minute version this morning, and I love it even more. It's wonderful. This movie is delightful. It is horrifying.
I wouldn't say it's delightful.
I wouldn't say it's horrifying.
It's delightful and horrifying in the same thing.
Yeah.
But horror doesn't need to be visceral, and this is horror. This is
I don't count this as horror.
This is horrifying on your principles, on your what you believe in, what you've been brought up with. Like I've been brought up with, there's a sun in the sky, and all of a sudden you tell me that there is no sun. I don't know what's going on now. Now your world is turned upside down.
There are 4 lights.
4 lights, exactly.
Popped in my brain
So
as soon as you start doing that.
This is a 10. It's a gorgeous movie. It's beautifully shot.
It's beautiful.
It's beautifully acted.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
The story is there. Whether you like it or not, it's a 10. Anna, you're my best friend.
We like the weird stuff, Pete.
My best friend.
I like the weird stuff. I like the weird stuff.
All right. Well, we haven't done one of these in a while, and I feel like Nate really needs to get some more bile out of him.
Like this.
So we're gonna.
Trash man. I come
This is
out.
going to be
I
somebody
throw trash
from
all
last
over
year
all over the ring, and then I start
has never
eating
seen a horror
garbage,
movie.
and then I pick up the trash can and I smash the guy on the head.
Oh, that's going to be a disaster.
I don't know. I mean, if they watch a horror movie, then they'd be like, oh, yeah, this wasn't a horror movie. So maybe there would be that part. So this one, though, however, comes from Team Satan 666.
Team Satan.
Starting off strong. Okay.
From August 2006. They gave it a
Just
1
like
out of
Nate,
10.
Who doesn't give it? Get it?
No, they get it. Trust me. They said a mind fuck. As long as you are a 1960s devout English Catholic, otherwise keep away.
Damn.
That's all it says.
Nope. That was the title.
Shit.
If you are looking for an overlooked horror gem or an original thriller, you will not find it here. The Wicker Man is a shock picture for people who are shocked by partial nudity and constant terrible singing. I can't stress the constant singing enough. There is barely 5 minutes in the film where someone isn't singing some awful new age hippie pagan song. Despite the awful musical numbers, I watched this movie until its predictable and anticlimactic end. Only if the idea of a non-Christian island town truly terrifies you, then it's safe to say you can pass this film up. Now, I picked this for this final sentence. One can only hope the remake was thoroughly rewritten.
Damn.
So the person had not seen the remake yet.
Is he
Hated
glitching
this
for y'all
movie.
too?
Yeah, he is.
I can hardly understand him now.
I didn't want to say anything until he was done talking.
Yeah, I didn't either because I think it recorded him.
Yep.
Well, I hope.
You have waveform, so hopefully it recorded.
Yeah, I mean everything was moving, so
yeah. We'll go with it as if it worked. All right. Well, I mean,
see, singing. Ooh,
2006. Religion. We're all in our brains going, "Oh, that wasn't that long ago." That's almost 20 years ago that this person wrote.
Yes,
a
but that's
review.
exactly what Nate's experiencing. Is that he can't separate himself from what he's already seen and what was done originally. What this asshole says that nothing's original, motherfucker.
This is the original.
This is the OG.
And like I said, now that I've seen it through modern adult lenses,
and
I'm like,
Nate is.
It's whatever. Like, it's just whatever.
Has he gone more hippie as this episode has gone through? It's like whatever.
It's whatever, man. It's
whatever,
just
man.
Movie.
Like what you
I
like.
never thought
like
Nate
it.
would be more hippie than tonight.
This is the hippiest of hippie Nates. All right. Well, that is 1973's The Wicker Man. So we have one more thing we need to do tonight. A very important thing that I'm sure a lot of our listeners were like, what the fuck, guys? What happened? All of a sudden, Anna is on several episodes, and then Nate shows up, and it's like,
and she's
she
gone.
And we don't say her name at all.
Oh shit, we didn't, did we?
We didn't.
Yeah.
But
we're
it's
terrible
because-
people.
Yes,
it's
we are.
It's also because I want her here when we praise her for what she did for us, filling in for Nate. And for us to have done it without her sitting here would have even felt hollower than I think of not saying anything. So she is here tonight. Nate is back. You killed it, Anna. You filled in. You didn't have to. You set through some absolute garbage according to you.
Kroll
She
was
did
not.
not.
Kroll
She
was
did
rough.
not like Kroll.
No,
she
you
did not
didn't.
like it. I
God
felt
bless
so
you,
bad.
Ed.
You're going to
did
come
it,
back
though.
on for Cole, though. I promise.
Oh yeah, we
You're
have
gonna-
to.
You're going to enjoy that one.
I like
really
to think she just purposely missed my birthday picks. It's whatever. Then she comes on for Pete's birthday picks. It's cool. It's whatever.
My birthday pics are awesome.
She
I
did.
mean-
I sent her the option, and she goes, "Nah." She's
Yeah.
like, "Nah."
Even though I gave her nothing but cinema like gold. That's all
like
there is.
Carnosaur 2,
Yeah.
Delta Force 3, Turbulence 3, Heavy Metal.
In my
Clearly one of
defense,
us knows.
I had just gone through 3 hours of Kroll, and then I get offered this opportunity, and I politely passed. I was like, nope, I'll just wait. But then y'all started talking about the Wicker Man, and that's when I was like, oh, wait, y'all want me for that one? Because I'm there.
He's like, "I'm
And
back, baby."
We're back, baby. Like in The Hangover. We are back.
I couldn't
So-
be happier that you came back for this, Anna. I'm not kidding.
And we are truly grateful for the time you spent on sitting
I
with us
am
and
I still
recording.
want
Anytime, guys.
Anna to replace Nate if that's a possibility.
Oh,
No, can't happen, Pete. Sorry. Can't wait.
Damn it.
You know what? What's your action movie for next week? That way I can make fun of that too.
Settle down. There is one more thing that I feel is very important.
Charlie's in charge.
Right now I am. It's no longer Pete's birthday anymore. Damn it! It's
Yeah.
It is too. God damn it!
Not now.
No, not right now.
That's next week. You're done now. Next week you come back. No, I feel like it's very important now at this point because Anna has earned her stripes. She has earned her spot here. She is now our official 5th member of the podcast.
Oh, thanks, guys. That makes me
welcome
feel
anytime.
Oh, we already have a 4th, Nate.
We do?
How dare you forget about Troy?
How dare you forget about Troy?
And to
Nate,
be
you're a
fair,
bad person.
I tried to get Troy on this episode.
You
did.
Which made me think about, I was like, even Troy passed on coming on this one.
Yeah.
But he is, we've already said, he is our official 4th co-host. Therefore, Anna, and there's some other shows that we deal with that are all arguing about who's what's a co-host. And I don't know if you're really good enough to be. No, Anna, you're our official 5th co-host.
Yes.
You get the lists whenever you go. I want
You're
to
in
come
the
on
chat.
for that one.
Monday at
can go
6:30
in and
where we'll
out
be.
anytime you want.
That's it.
You
So,
guys are
you-
awesome. I was happy
you
to
are-
do it. I had a blast. And then we did Top Gun Maverick right before that. Month of Action was fun too. It's just been, y'all just been knocking out the hits here lately, and I'm happy to have been a part of some of them.
Fantastic. We love having you. We loved having Hannah as well. We can't forget your sidekick, your lovable co-host. She is a ball of energy and joy,
She is.
and
She's the
I
best.
love having
Longest
her. She
winded
tried to
person.
find the best out of Kroll, at least.
She really did.
She does, bless her heart. She will.
And that's
so
And I'm
hard.
a creepy
Listen, on
man.
On
Give
our
her a
big
copy.
on our Big Daddy episode during Fresh on the Slab, we talk about The Crow, and I'm like, it's trash, the Crow remake. And Hannah's like, well, I don't know if I could necessarily say it's complete trash. And I was like, I can. I will. It's trash.
Love her. Love you both, but oh yeah. Y'all are the perfect yin and yang sometimes, even though you have the same opinions, but every once in a while there's that little bit of both of you opposing one another. And
Yeah,
so
I
fun.
know.
It's so
Great.
fun. So
Thank you, guys.
That is your official send off and welcome, all in the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Pete,
That-
terrified. What is in store for your action pick? Is
All right,
it
so
action?
It's action.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
it's
God.
Oh, but it's not
Oh,
action.
God.
Oh, it's not action.
Son
All
of
right.
a bitch.
All
Yep.
right, so
He had me in the first quarter and he lost me immediately.
I said last week that Nate and I were talking, like Nate was going to do silly things, and so I think I'm going to do some serious things, and I think Wicker Man was a serious. I think this is a wonderful conversation. That we
Yeah.
just
Love the
had.
conversation.
Agreed.
So we're going to do something very old. This is from 1958 with Kirk Douglas. It's called The Vikings. So Ernest Borgnine, Kirk Douglas, and Tony Curtis are in this movie.
Oh, I've seen this.
Ooh, Tony Curtis.
I've seen this one. I know.
I saw this movie when I was a kid, and I think I only saw like the last 30, 40 minutes of it. And it's always stuck in my craw. Like, I need to see this movie again. And it's a really cool old movie. And that's what we're doing.
Surprisingly,
1958.
my dad's a fairly big Ernest Borgnine fan. Like anytime
Yep.
that guy's in a movie, my dad's watched it. So I am familiar with the Vikings.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to this.
It's pretty cool. It's
I also
Here-
look like one. So,
Janet
you know,
Leigh's
that-
in it too. I wonder if
Yeah.
I wonder if
Janet
her and
Leigh is
Tony
in
were
it, yep.
were they already married or did they meet on
Oh,
this?
I don't know.
Ooh. Interesting.
So there's a scene in it that I remember that I'm like, oh my God, that's the most badass thing ever. And we'll talk about that next week.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Oh boy.
That was
It's got
always,
a 7 out of 10 on IMDb. That's promising.
That's also like 35 years ago. I saw part of this movie. So I could be
And yet somehow
entirely
Pete
wrong.
gets
stuck
another
with ya.
achievement for bringing on the oldest movie to be covered on the podcast.
Yay!
All I know is I'm looking at the pictures of it, and this looks like the type of movie that I fucking hate. So I can't.
Oh
God.
no!
Just this style
Don't care,
of
Nate.
like
Nate,
costume designs.
I don't care.
I know, and it's 2 hours long. So,
It is
and
a
it's
long
gonna have
movie.
1950s acting, which is like the worst
Yep.
acting ever. I'm gonna hate this. I'm just gonna let you know now.
Good.
I'm gonna hate.
I
this.
hope you hate it. I
Yeah.
hope you hate it.
What's it playing on, Pete?
What's
It's
that?
only on Amazon.
It's
On Amazon?
we have to rent it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll rent it. I have no problem with that. I know what I'm getting myself into.
I got
and
it from
am
the
here for
library. It's sitting on my desk right now.
Ooh, library. So yeah, next week, Vikings, end of Pete month. Let's see, what is this? This September, or not Pete,
September.
Pete, your birthday months,
Birthday
whatever.
month,
See,
right.
Pete, how much you've gotten into my brain, you fucking earworm.
Wait till February.
So we end birthday next month is October. So
true.
Yeah, I will announce the movies as they come, but Nate has decided, since I got a whole month of action, he deserves an entire month of horror.
Yes,
all month. So I am going to be taking a leave of absence for about 2 months. And good luck.
So
He's still going to be editing the episodes. It's going to be great.
Yeah, no, we're all looking forward to this. Obviously, it's spooky month, and so we are going to the horror is going to take over, and it is going to be every episode is going to be a horror movie. B Action is even kind of doing. I think at least one of them is a horror action movie. So
hell yeah!
we're getting
Oh,
right
fun.
into spooky season.
Nice.
And looking forward to it. If
We are
if I
doing-
can ever remember what months are months.
We're doing spooky movies 2 months in a row. September, all this month, and October.
I mean, that's when it starts in September.
Oh yeah, we're
That's right.
pre-gaming. Pre-gaming.
Everybody's already putting up their Halloween decorations and everything else. Hannah's over there like, already, I'm done.
Let us live. Let us have our spooky bats and
No, I'm
decorations.
just adding movies to fall asleep to with a nice nap. The Wicker Man's now on that list. It's great.
Get out of here.
The Nick Cage version, obviously.
No. The one that happens to be made in 70s some.
70.
Damn hippies.
All right. Well, that's it for this week. That is the Wicker Man. We will see you next week for the Vikings. And we will get out of here with a very special quote. The